This morning, Starbucks announcing major layoffs with plans to let go of 1,100 corporate employees. The announcement comes from new CEO Brian Niccol as he continues making changes to streamline operations and turn around sluggish sales.
Hi, welcome back to the third Bara, your go-to channel for financial independence. This is a weekly wrap-up. Today we are starting with some big news out of the USA. Starbucks is planning to lay off 1,100 corporate workers as part of a restructuring plan. You might be wondering, what does this mean for us here in Trinidad? Stick around, because later we will dive into Prestige Holdings, the company that runs Starbucks locally, and see how this could affect them. Plus, I'll update you on my portfolio, share the latest from the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange, and break down why Prestige Holdings matters to investors like us. Let's get started. Now let's talk about my portfolio. Currently, my portfolio is standing at a value of $495,827. My capital gains is still in the negative, as a negative $5,659. Once again, this is unrealized capital gain unless I wasn't going to sell all my stocks. This is just a number that will fluctuate over time. My current estimated dividend yield for this year is still 26,802, which is a yield of 5.4%. So currently in the 3-month view, within the last 3 months, my holdings went up 1.6%. Interesting enough, when compared to the US market, over the last 3 months, the US market actually went down 2.3%. So when you hear people talk about the US market is much better, it's all about investing in different markets. So right now, the US market is experiencing a little turbulence and a downturn, which has no impact on the Trinidad stock market. So if you're like me, you diversify your investments, so no one entity can impact all of your investments. So I'll keep you posted as my portfolio change. I plan to add some stocks this month, so stay tuned. But until then, stick around. Just a quick look at my holdings in case you are new to the channel. I currently have 11 holdings, as you can see on the screen, and which I'll come back to later in this video. Please note my Prestige Holdings stock value is currently at 22,580. Now let's check out what's happening on the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange this week. There seems to be a lot going on. I have 3 key updates to share. First, dividends and company meetings are making headlines. Several companies like Massey, First Citizen, and Republic Bank Holdings Limited announced dividends with specific record and payment dates coming up. This is great news if you're looking for steady income for your investments. Plus, companies like Scotiabank Trinidad and Tobago and Columbus Communications are holding annual and extraordinary meetings soon. These could hint at big decisions or changes in how they run. So it's something to watch if you're holding these stocks. Second, the market is buzzing with activity for the week ending February 28, 2025. Trading on the first-tier market shot up. Volumes jumped up over 208%, and the value of the trades rose nearly 79%. That's a lot of action. The composite index and the All Trinidad and Tobago All TNT index also ticked up slightly, showing the market holding steady. This is a good sign that things are moving, and there might be opportunities popping up for smart investors. Third, some big corporate moves caught my eye. Directors from companies like LJ Williams and National Enterprise Limited, NEL, are buying shares. which could mean they are confident about the future. Grace Kennedy Limited just named a new CEO and COO, signaling a fresh direction. The JMMB Group Limited is buying back its own shares, a move that could boost its stock price over time. These updates show insiders are active, and there's something we can think about when we're picking our next investments. So how's Prestige Holdings doing overall? Pretty well, actually. In 2023, their revenue grew by 20%, hitting $1.329 billion, up from $1.105 billion the year before. That's a sign they're bringing in more customers. Their profit before tax jumped 56% to $84 million, showing that they're managing costs effectively. For the first 9 months of 2024, revenue was up 2% to just over $1 billion, and profit after tax was $49 million, compared to $42 million the year before. Investors love this kind of growth, and their earnings per share. How much profit each share earns went from 56.8 cents in 2022 to 89.6 cents in 2023. For 2024 so far, it's at 79.8 cents. What's driving this? Prestige is investing smartly. In 2023, they opened 4 new Starbucks locations in Trinidad and their first one in Guyana. They spent $54.9 million on growth, like modernizing stores. 8 got upgrades in 2024 already, with 5 more planned by year end. This keeps customers coming back. They're also boosting digital sales at KFC and Pizza Hut and restructuring Subway's menu for more options. Plus, they got a strong balance sheet. Total assets grew to $902.4 million in 2023, and they're sitting on $182 million in cash flow, with no big debts weighing them down. For income seekers, PHL raised their dividend to 45 cents per share in 2023, up from 32 cents in 2022. That's a nice reward for shareholders. And Starbucks, it's been one of their top performers since launching here in 2016. So while US layoffs sounding concerning, Prestige Holdings seems steady and focused on growth in Trinidad. That said, there are risks. Most of their revenue comes from Trinidad, so their expansion into Jamaica and Guyana needs to pay off. They are managing financial risks as well, though, and their experienced board adds stability. Their vision: to be the go-to choice for every meal, and they're working hard to make that happen. That's a wrap for Prestige Holdings for now.
It doesn't affect us in Trinidad directly in terms of, are we cutting any of our stuff? No, that is not the case. Quite how and where they cut, it may or may not have any impact on our region. It may be Americas, it could be, Asian Pacific. I really don't know where they're going to cut.
So folks, that's the rundown. Starbucks US layoffs might not shake Prestige Holdings directly, but we'll keep watching how it unfolds. The Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange is buzzing with dividends and updates, so I'll keep you posted on my portfolio as we go along in this journey. So what do you think? Would you invest in Prestige Holdings? Drop a comment below, and don't forget, like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the Third Bara for more financial news and tips from Trinidad. See you next time.
There are no plans at the moment to lay off staff at Starbucks in Trinidad and Tobago. This follows international reports that the Seattle-based coffee giant is set to lay off 1,100 corporate employees globally